Have you ever caught her sneaking looks at you, only to quickly look away and maybe even blush when you notice? Is she just being polite? Or is she really interested in you? When a woman is into you, her natural responses usually show it, no matter how hard she tries to hide it. Every word, smile, and movement could be a sign that she's thinking about you all the time. But how can you read these subtle cues? And what does ancient Stoic theory have to do with dating today? Watch this movie to learn 11 clear signs that she wants your attention and can't stop thinking about you. We'll look at these signs through the interesting lens of Stoicism, which will give you more information about how she acts. If you like her, you have to watch this video. It could help you make a real connection with her. Remember to click like on this video. Also, please subscribe to our station for more helpful videos about relationships and growing as a person. If this movie helped you, please share it with someone else who could use it. Leave a comment below and let us know what you think. Your opinion is very important to our group. Let's begin. Number 1, when her eyes betray her when you're around a woman who's constantly thinking about you. Her eyes will be the first to reveal her true feelings. Imagine you're at a social gathering and you notice her eyes tracking your every move. It's as if she's magnetically drawn to you, unable to avert her gaze. Even when you catch her looking, she might quickly glance away, trying to appear nonchalant, but those lingering looks unmistakably show that her thoughts are entirely centered on you. In contrast, a woman who sees you merely as a friend won't spend time looking your way. She won't be fixated on you in that manner. However, if she can't stop herself from sneaking glances at you, often looking away bashfully when caught, it's a clear indication that her mind is preoccupied with thoughts of you. Eye contact is a primal way for humans to feel connected. Those burning looks she casts your way aren't just innocent glances, they trigger powerful bonding chemicals in her brain, flooding her with feelings of closeness. The longer she drinks in the sight of you, the stronger those sensations of desire become. It's like her eyes are windows into the depths of her attraction, revealing emotion. She may not even fully realize herself yet consider this scenario. While you're talking to her in a cafe, you notice that her eyes aren't just on your face. They're locked on you, as if she's trying to remember everything. When you look at her, she quickly looks away. It's not that she's not interested. Instead, she's probably thinking about how nice it would be to be closer to you and spend more time with you. Her intense, almost magnetic gaze shows that she's thinking about you, making her want to get to know you better. Stoic says that staying calm and noticing small signs can help you understand how someone is feeling without making snap judgments. By quietly noticing her eye contact, you can do this. Mindfulness, which is a Stoic practice, helps you stay grounded and aware. If you notice her eyes lingering on you, it's likely that she spends many waking hours imagining what it would be like to be yours. This can boost your confidence, but remember to stay humble and kind, as the Stoics teach. Balance your emotions and go into the situation with an open mind and heart. By noticing and understanding these visual cues, you can learn more about how she feels. Her eyes show not only how she feels right now, but also what she wants and thinks deep down. The next time she looks at you, it's a sign that she likes and is interested in you more. Use this information to build a real, meaningful connection based on mutual respect and understanding. Number 2, she acts and talks like you. Have you ever noticed how someone copies what you say and do? Mirroring is when a woman copies your words and body language to connect with you on a deeper level. In Stoicism, we learn that our actions and thoughts are connected, and this connection can extend to how we interact with others. When a woman mirrors your language and behaviors, it's her subconscious way of aligning with your energy and seeking your approval. It's a subtle but profound form of communication that shows she's interested in you. For example, if you lean forward a little while talking on a date, and after a few moments you might notice she leans forward as well. This is mirroring in action. It might be so subtle that it's almost imperceptible, but it's a clear sign that she's in tune with you and wants to create a sense of unity from an evolutionary psychology point of view. Mirroring helps people bond with each other. People naturally draw toward others who are like them in some way. This is because it creates a sense of shared experiences and mutual understanding. When she copies your actions, she's trying to make this connection in her mind. If you cross your arms, she might do the same. If you sit with one leg over the other, she might do the same. That's not a coincidence. It's her mind's way of connecting with yours by connecting with your moves. If you use a certain phrase or slang, she might start using it too. Or if you have a certain rhythm to your speech, she might start to match it. This mirroring of language shows that she's not only listening to you but is also deeply engaged in the conversation. Pay attention to how she talks and see if she copies your facial expressions. For example, if you smile, does she smile back in the same way? If you look surprised, does her face show the same emotion? This synchronization is a clear sign that she feels emotionally linked to you in Stoicism. Understanding and noticing these behaviors can help you be smarter and more aware in your relationships. Recognizing mirroring can help you remember the Stoic principle of interconnectedness, which says that our presence and actions affect those around us. The more mirroring you notice, the more she wants to connect with you on a deeper level. By being aware of these subtle cues, you can better understand how she feels and respond in a way that makes a real connection. Stoicism says that we should think about our deeds and how they fit with our values. Seeing and appreciating these mirroring signs can help you build connections that are stronger and more real, based on respect and understanding. Number 3. In the world of Stoicism, we learn to notice and understand the small signs that are happening around us. One sign that a woman is thinking about you is if she acts anxiously around other people. When she's close to you, these small, often unconscious behaviors can show that she's thinking about you and feeling excited. For example, let's say you're talking to a woman and you notice that she often plays with her hair or bites her nails. These actions may not seem important, but they're actually her body's way of dealing with the nervous energy that comes from her attraction to you. As you talk to her in a coffee shop, she keeps twisting a ring on her finger, tapping her foot under the table, or lightly brushing her skin. This is a clear sign that you make her both nervous and excited. These repetitive movements are not random. They are her subconscious trying to deal with the stimulation she feels from being around you. Her mind is racing and she can't keep still, which leads to these small, anxious habits. From a psychological point of view, these anxious habits are a way for her to channel her nervous energy and maintain some level of comfort. Her actions are a direct response to the high emotion she feels when she's around you. By observing and understanding these behaviors, you can learn more about her feelings and how you affect her. For example, if you notice that she often fixes her hair or fidgets with her jewelry when you're together, take that as a sign that she's interested and excited. This knowledge will help you act in a calm and collected way, embodying Stoic principles. Your calmness can make her feel better, which will make the conversation more pleasant for both of you. In the end, noticing and understanding these anxious habits can help you connect with each other more deeply. It shows that you are attentive and aware of her subtle cues, which can further strengthen the bond between you. So the next time you observe these small behaviors, remember that they are not just random tics, but a window into her thoughts and feelings about you. When you're around a woman who is constantly thinking about you, her eyes will be the first to give away her true feelings. For example, you're at a social gathering and you notice her eyes tracking your every move. It's as if she's magnetically drawn to you, unable to avert her gaze even when you catch her looking. She might quickly glance away, trying to appear nonchalant, but those lingering looks unmistakably show that her thoughts are entirely centered on you. On the other hand, a woman who sees you merely as a friend won't spend time looking your way. She won't be fixated on you in that manner. However, if she can't stop herself from sneaking glances at you often, looking away bashfully when caught, it's a clear indication that her mind is preoccupied with thoughts of you. Eye contact is a primal way for humans to feel connected. Those burning looks she casts your way aren't just innocent glances, they trigger powerful bonding chemicals in her brain, flooding her with feelings of closeness the longer she drinks in. When she sees you, her eyes light up with desire. It's like they're windows into her feelings, showing emotions she might not even fully understand herself yet. For example, when you're talking to her in a cafe, You'll notice that her eyes aren't just on your face. They're locked on you, almost as if she's trying to remember every detail. When you catch her eye and she looks away quickly, it's not because she's not interested. Instead, she's probably thinking about how she'd love to be closer and share more moments with you. Keeping your cool and noticing small signs can help you figure out how she feels without making snap judgments. For example, if you quietly note her eye contact, you can figure out how she feels without making assumptions. This calm observation shows how mindfulness can help you stay grounded and aware. If you notice her eyes staying on you, it's likely that she spends a lot of time thinking about what it would be like to be yours. Realizing this can boost your confidence, but remember to be humble and kind, as the Stoics say. Keep your feelings in check and look at the situation with an open mind and heart. 4. She asks about your interests. If a woman asks you about your hobbies and interests a lot, it's a clear sign that she's interested in you. This kind of curiosity goes beyond casual conversation. It means she wants to know more about your inner world and what makes you tick. In Stoic philosophy, this can be seen as an attempt to connect on a deeper level by valuing the person you are, rather than just your looks or status. For example, if you're talking about your favorite book or hobby, and she keeps asking you more questions, it could mean she's interested in you as a whole. What does that book make you like most? I'm not just being nice when I ask, how did you get into that hobby? They show that she cares about what makes you happy. Joy and the things you're really interested in. Engagement shows that she wants to move. Consider this. If you tell her you like hiking, she might ask what the best walk you've ever been on, or what you like most about being outside in nature. This goes beyond simple compliments and helps her get to know you better. Her questions show that she cares about your experiences and wants to know why these things are important to you. This is in line with the Stoic concept of looking into someone's character and inner life to get to know them better and connect with them on a deeper level. A big part of having a good life is understanding and connecting with other people. By asking about your hobbies and interests, she shows that she wants to see past the surface and connect with your true self. Her interest and desire to learn more about you show that she wants to get to know you better. If she asks you these deep questions, it means she wants to get to know you better than just as a friend. This deeper level of interest and engagement is a strong sign that you're on her mind, and she wants to build a relationship with you based on mutual understanding and genuine interest. 5th, she laughs over the top at your jokes. Let's say you tell a joke and she bursts out laughing, her reaction seeming over the top and too happy. This over-the-top laughter isn't just about the joke itself. It's a sign that she's deeply affected by your presence and wants to impress you. The fact that she laughs at even your most inappropriate jokes can mean that she's thinking about you and values the link you share. We know that people's actions often show what they want and how they feel. For example, if a woman smiles too much at your jokes, it's her way of seeking approval and bonding with you. Laughter is a sign of compatibility and closeness, which are two important parts of any relationship. When she laughs out loud at your jokes, she's not just replying to the joke, she's really strengthening the bond between you two. If you tell a simple, somewhat cheesy joke in a casual conversation, she laughs out loud, her eyes sparkling with delight. This reaction may seem exaggerated, but it's a strong sign of her interest. On a psychological level, she wants to be validated by your humor because it makes her feel closer to you. Her laughter isn't just about finding the joke funny, it's about strengthening the bond she feels with you. From a Stoic point of view, it's important to recognize this behavior without letting it make you feel good about yourself. Too much Stoicism teaches us to stay grounded and not let outside approval affect us. Understand that her over-the-top laughter shows how she feels and how much she wants to connect with you. It's her brain's way of making sure she doesn't miss a chance to do so. Enjoy your jokes and make yourself feel more accepted. This over-the-top happiness comes from wanting to be close to you by laughing at your joke. She wants to boost your ego and make you think that your relationship is one of a kind. She wants you to think that the link you have with her is unique. She does this by approving of your humor. This next time she laughs a little too loud at your jokes, Think about how she feels and the bond you two share. If she says something funny to you, take it as a praise and know that she wants to connect with you on a deeper level. Accept this moment with the calm confidence of a Stoic, knowing that your presence has an effect on her. If you've read this far and are still with us, I invite you to take a moment to share your thoughts in the comment section below, or just type "Bravo." Your participation shows that you understand our message. Sixth, let's keep going. She takes care of herself. Have you ever noticed how she fixes her hair, gets dressed, or checks her makeup when you're around? These small, unconscious things she does are big signs that she's thinking about you. This behavior of grooming herself is more than just a habit. It's a deep-seated genetic sign that she's interested in being interested. Let's look into this interesting trend and how it relates to Stoicism and understanding people. When a woman does these priming routines like smoothing her hair, adjusting her clothes, or taking a quick look at herself, it's a clear sign that she is very aware that you are there. In our evolutionary past, looking good and being well-groomed were important for finding a mate. These behaviors were necessary for survival and reproduction, and they still have a lot of meaning today. From a Stoic point of view, it's important to observe and understand these behaviors without getting too attached to or swayed by them. Marcus Aurelius, a famous Stoic philosopher, said it's important to understand human nature and the reasons behind people's actions. By noticing these grooming behaviors, you can get a sense of how she feels and the subtle signals she's sending. For example, if you're at a social event and notice that a woman you're interested in fixes her hair or dresses differently when she's near you, it's not because she wants to, it's because she wants to look better in your eyes. She's preparing herself for the possibility of courtship, even if she's not fully aware of it. Understanding this can be empowering. Her subconscious is stronger when these priming actions happen more often and in a bigger way. Drive is toward you. It shows how worried she is and is a habit she has formed to improve her chances of getting your attention. As you pay attention to these signs, remember to stay calm and collected, following the Stoic ideals of self-awareness and emotional control. Involuntary grooming is a strong sign that a woman is interested in getting your attention. If you look at these behaviors through the lens of Stoicism, you can better understand the subtle dynamics of human attraction. Pay attention to these cues, but always keep your inner balance and composure. This will not only help you understand her interest better, but it will also strengthen your own Stoic practice in relationships. Number 7. She makes excuses to talk. If you notice a woman making up reasons to start random conversations, it's a strong sign she's thinking about you. You could say that this behavior is her normal way of trying to connect with others, showing what she's thinking and feeling inside. She might randomly ask you about the copier at work, even though she knows how to use it, or she might send you a message asking for help with something she could easily figure out herself. These small things, which you might not think are important, are actually ways for her to get to know you better. For example, she might ask you about your plans for the weekend, even if she doesn't know you personally. These small talk sessions are her way of getting your attention and making a connection. In Stoicism, we learn to watch actions without judging them and to figure out what people are trying to do. Her constant need to talk to you, even about unimportant things, shows that she wants to connect with you on a deeper level. It's not about what you say, but the act of talking to you. She values the time she spends with you, and these moments are important to her. If you catch her asking about a movie you talked about weeks ago, or asking your opinion on something unimportant, she's not just asking for fun. She's trying to start a conversation and keep you interested. Her mind is focused on you, and she uses these excuses to connect with you. If you look at this from a Stoic point of view, you can see that her actions are motivated by a deeper emotional need. She struggles to forget about you and finds comfort in talking to you. Her tendency to make up reasons to talk to you shows how much she wants to connect with you through the way you affect her thoughts. It's important to remember that every conversation she starts is a way for her to feel connected to you. It's a way for her to selfishly take up your time and mind share, even if it seems unimportant. By noticing these signs, you can better understand how she feels and how interested she is in you. When a woman regularly remembers little things about your life, it's one of the best signs that she's thinking about you. It's not just because she has a good memory. It means she's interested in you and values the times you've spent together. When she remembers small things or inside jokes you shared, it means you're often on her mind and that she really cares about what's important to you in the Stoic philosophy. The most important things are to pay attention to the present moment and value what's important. When a woman remembers your favorite snack, the name of your childhood pet, or even that annoying commercial jingle, it means she's not only listening, but also values the little things in your life. This kind of attention shows respect and a deeper emotional connection. Look at this example. You casually say that your best childhood memory is eating strawberry ice cream with your family at the park. A few weeks later, she surprises you by giving you the same flavor of ice cream. This isn't just a nice thing to do. It shows that she listens to you and values the details you share. She went out of her way to remember and do something that makes you happy. From a Stoic point of view, these moments show that you've put a lot of thought into your relationship. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control and to value the connections we have with other people. The fact that she can remember and bring up these small details shows that she values your words and experiences. Even these flags seem to. The way she treats small things about you as important enough to remember shows that she's becoming emotionally invested in you. It also shows that she's aware of your likes, dislikes, and quirks, trying to connect with you on a deeper level by remembering and recognizing the little things about you. She's showing you that you're important to her. It's a way of showing that the things you share, no matter how small they may seem, are important to her. By accepting and appreciating these actions, you not only strengthen your bond but also build a relationship based on mutual respect and understanding. The main ideas behind Stoic thought. She cares about the little things, which shows that she values and cherishes the relationship she has with you. This level of detail and care shows that she is starting to emotionally invest in you, which means that you are very important to her. 9. She spreads good vibes. Has it occurred to you that she seems a lot happier, cheerier, and more likely to laugh when you're around? Her general happiness and excitement can be read just by being in your company. This behavior isn't just a reaction on the surface. It has deep roots in our evolutionary history. Projection of positivity through smiles, laughter, and animated body language helped our ancestors find mates. These behaviors are deeply connected to our psychological mating rituals. When she can't stop laughing and grinning around you, it shows what's going on in her mind. Enjoy being with you. Those happy times show her real feelings, which she might be trying to hide. Let's look at an example to help you understand. Imagine you and her at a social gathering with friends. You tell a joke, and she laughs louder and more sincere than anyone else. Throughout the night, you notice her looking at you and her eyes lighting up whenever you speak. Even when you're just talking to other people, her positivity seems to spike. This isn't just her being friendly. It's a sign that she's genuinely enjoying your company and may be thinking about you a lot more than she lets on from a Stoic point of view. Understanding these subtle signals can help you handle your relationships with more wisdom and calmness. Stoicism tells us to watch things happen without getting too attached to them. Take her. Increased laughter and happiness as signs that she is feeling better, but stay grounded in your own sense of self-worth and tranquility by following Stoic principles. You can keep an objective view of the situation. Enjoy the happiness she brings, but don't let it control your happiness. Remember that true Stoicism is about being happy with yourself no matter what other people say. This way of life not only makes you more attractive, but it also makes sure that your emotional health isn't dependent on how other people treat you. So the next time you see her laughing more around you, take it as a sign and enjoy the moment. But stay true to your Stoic principles. This balance will not only make you more attractive, but it will also help you handle the tricky parts of relationships with grace. Grace number 10. She makes excuses to stay. If a woman makes excuses to stay, it's a clear sign that she's thinking about you. Imagine this. The evening is ending and it's time to say goodbye, but she doesn't want to go. She hangs around, almost delaying the inevitable goodbye. This isn't just casual behavior. From a serious point of view, it means she is really into you and doesn't want the conversation to end. This situation can be seen as a sign of how naturally people want to connect and enjoy important interactions. Stoicism teaches us to value real relationships and cherish moments of connection because they are short and precious. Think about a time when you were having a great time with someone special. As the night goes on, you noticed that she kept finding little reasons to stay a little longer and have another cup of tea. One more story to tell or just sitting in comfortable silence. She isn't acting randomly. She's just trying to extend the time she gets to spend with you. When she lingers, she's enjoying every moment, not wanting to leave the bubble of happiness and warmth that your presence brings. Our brains have a hard time leaving a pleasant experience because they want to stay in that state of contentment. This is a normal reaction that comes from wanting to remember good times. If a woman doesn't want to leave, it means she enjoys being with you and wants to hold on to the connection, even if it's only for a few more minutes. If you're practicing Stoicism, you can understand and respect her need for connection. You can also value these moments and show her that you value the time you spend together by being warm and understanding. This can strengthen the bond between you, leading to a deeper and more meaningful relationship. In conclusion, if a woman finds reasons to stay, it means she's thinking about you a lot. You can build a connection based on mutual respect and real affection by knowing and appreciating this from a Stoic point of view. Whenever she texts or calls you for no reason, it's a clear sign that she's thinking about you. You might get texts or calls for no apparent reason. If she's reaching out without an urgent matter or necessary update, it's because she's thinking about you. This is a strong sign of her interest and affection from a Stoic point of view. Consider the principle of sympathia, which says that we are all connected and affect each other's lives. When she takes the time to initiate contact, it shows that she values the connection and feels a strong pull towards you. It's as if her thoughts naturally gravitate towards you, making her want to reach out even without a specific reason. For example, you're going about your day and suddenly get a text from her that says, "Hey, just thinking about you," or "What's up?" These seemingly casual texts are full of meaning. They show that you've crossed her mind and she couldn't resist the urge to connect. Let's say you had a great conversation with her last night. The next day she texts you a meme that reminded her of something you said, or she calls to ask how your day is going. These small gestures are not random. They are deliberate acts of reaching out, because she wants to keep the connection alive. She might even ask seemingly minor questions just to hear your voice or get your attention. Remember, genuine connections are built on these small, consistent efforts. When she goes out of her way to text or call without a pressing reason, it's her way of saying you matter to her. It's a subtle yet profound way of showing that you occupy a significant place in her mind and heart. So the next time she texts or calls you just to chat or share a random thought, appreciate the gesture. It's not just about the message itself, but the underlying intent and emotion behind it. Recognize it as a sign that she's thinking about you and cherish these moments of connection. They are the building blocks of a deeper, more meaningful relationship bonus. What should guys do? Knowing how to read the signs that a woman is thinking about you is only half the battle. Knowing how to answer well is just as important. Here are some Stoic-inspired ways for men to respond, thoughtfully and constructively. One should stay centered and calm when they notice that a woman is interested in them through subtle cues. This is the most important thing to remember. Stoicism tells us to keep our inner peace no matter what happens in the outside world. Instead of letting her attention make you feel good about yourself or too excited, acknowledge it with calm appreciation. 2. Acknowledge and show that you value her interest. If she texts or calls you without a reason, reply thoughtfully and join the conversation to let her know that you value the connection. 3. Take the time to watch what she does and think about how you feel and what you want to say. Simple thanks like, "Nice to hear from you," or "Thanks for reaching out," can go a long way toward building mutual respect and understanding. Are you also interested in her? Do you think you could have a stronger relationship with her? Stoicism helps people become more self-aware and take thoughtful action. Think about what drives you and make sure that your response is in line with how you really feel and what you believe in. 4. Talk to her openly and honestly. If you're interested in the same thing she is, let her know through your actions and words. On the other hand, if you don't feel the same way, you should tell her politely so you don't lead her on. Stoicism values honesty and integrity in all exchanges. 5. If you're interested in her, make an effort to connect with her. You can do this by starting talks, remembering little things about her life, or coming up with reasons to spend more time with her to build a meaningful connection. Both people must put in work. 6. Set healthy limits for yourself while interacting with her. Also, make sure you stick to your own limits to respect hers. Stoicism stresses balance and moderation. Make sure the relationship moves at a pace that works for both of you to keep it healthy and fair. Dynamic ending. As our trip through the subtle art of attracting women comes to a close, I hope that the Stoic view has shed light on these 11 signs in a way that makes you feel stronger, whether it's her longing gaze, her nervous fidgeting, or the depth of her conversations. Each sign is a stroke in the painting of how she feels about you. If this video made you think or opened your eyes to something new, please like and subscribe to our channel. It's important to our community that you share your story in the comments below. You may have seen these signs or be the one putting them up, but the learning doesn't stop here. Explore the suggested videos on your screen right now to learn more about the Stoic philosophy and how it can help you have better relationships and a fuller life. Thank you for joining our Stoic community, and remember that every interaction is a chance to learn, grow, and observe. Until next time, keep learning how to be mindful, and may your connections be deep and important.